Bill, you were the original Apprentice, meaning you were on the first season of Donald Trump's show, The Apprentice. So what was it like working with Donald Trump?
Well, it was, for me, it was the opportunity of a lifetime because I was an entrepreneur, still am, and I got to learn and work with one of the best entrepreneurs our country has to offer. So it was a dream come true, to have someone at that level take you under his wing and teach you kind of the ways of the entrepreneurial world was great. And even competing on the show was great because for me it was a way to really validate my skills, to see if I really had what it took to beat all that competition, because we had fierce competition on the show. And it was mentally tough, physically tough. You're operating on 2 to 3 hours of sleep a night, oftentimes with very little downtime. So it was definitely a marathon.
Well, you seem like a true entrepreneur, but do you think you'd be where you are now without the experience of The Apprentice?
Well, I probably wouldn't be talking to you, if I had I not won The Apprentice, and it wouldn't have given me the exposure that it gave me. But I'd still be an entrepreneur. I'd still probably be involved in businesses, but it would probably be on a much quieter level.
One of the themes of our conference is about giving back.
Mm-hmm.
You're the author of several publications, and you donate the proceeds of those publications to charity. Can you tell us a little bit about the inspiration behind writing these books, and also your feelings about
You're giving
giving
away
back?
a lot of my money. I only gave away the proceeds from Beyond the Lemonade Stand. But I've written 3 books. I wrote You're Hired, and then I wrote Beyond the Lemonade Stand, and then my wife and I wrote a book called I Do, Now What? But the book Beyond the Lemonade Stand is geared towards kids, like 8 to 14 years old. And I certainly didn't want to profit off of young kids. I wanted to really infuse that entrepreneurial spirit with them, get that fire in their belly ignited. Because I really believe that we are, in America, we're losing a lot of entrepreneurs. That mindset is truly going away. And that scares me. Because if you look at America, what made America one of the best countries in the world, it's the small business owner. The small business owner employs, the majority of the people in our country. They innovate ideas. They come up with cures to, illnesses, building bridges better, making things more efficient. I mean, that's what we need. We need more of that, not less of that.
One of the themes that you like to talk about frequently is adaptability,
Mm-hmm.
and I think in today's environment it's most important. What recommendations can you make to people about adaptability and using that in their life moving forward?
Well, you have to adapt or die. And I always say that had I not been agile in The Apprentice, I don't know I would have won it. Had I not been able to be agile with the cigar business, we may have gone out of business. We're seeing the world changing today faster than we've ever seen with technology, with the instant gratification that we get with instant news feeds. So the successful ones are the ones who are saying, well, wait a minute, maybe I need to do things a little bit differently than my grandpa did or than my dad did in the business. And they're taking the blinders off. They're not afraid to leave that comfort zone. You look at social media, it's businesses who are using that as a way to communicate with their customers. I always say, if you're not on social media, your customers are, and your competitors certainly are, and you better watch your back. So, a lot of people, I don't want to learn that, it's too difficult, it's for young kids. Well, who are your future customers? Kids who are 18, 19, 20, kids who are just graduating from college. They're going to be your next wave of customers. If you're catering just to the people who are 55 and older, you're going to become extinct.
How do you apply adaptability in your personal life?
Well, I mean, I adjust all the time, and part of it is checking my ego at the door. I talked about that in my speech today, where a lot of people stunt their growth is they let their ego get in the way, and that's the worst thing you can do. I think you have to realize that we're always learning, that we're always evolving, and that the world is changing. So whether it's ways to improve communication with my wife or my family members, or the way I work out. Maybe I change the way I do that. I was guilty of not changing because I did the same workout for 10 years. I became a creature of habit. I get up, I do this same days, and I wasn't growing. My body wasn't reacting the way it should have. And I said, wait a minute, I got to change this up. And I've seen tremendous growth in the way I feel and the way I look and the appearance because I left that comfort zone, and I'm, changing the way I do it.
What are your thoughts about the medical tourism industry and the potential for the future?
Well, I think it's fascinating. I think, medical tourism offers a lot of opportunity. It gives people choices, and that's what we want. We want to be able to choose. We want to be able to know that if we are, God forbid, strucken down with an illness, or we have some disability, that we can go anywhere we want to get the best health care available. And my wife and I are domestic medical tourists. We've been going through IVF to try to have a baby, and we did our research. We talked to a lot of experts, and we found one of the best guys in the world is in Denver. And we said, that's where we're going to go. And we set up shop in Denver, and we've been working with this doctor, and knock on wood, we're going to have a good outcome. So we are medical tourists in a domestic fashion.
Well, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.